When people first hear about breathwork, they automatically think of yoga breathing or Wim Hof breathing for cold water therapy. There's many different breathing techniques available and many more being developed all the time, and each serve for their own use and have huge benefit under different circumstances. Breath is the giver of life for us all, and yet few understand what being a conscious connected breather is. When I first heard of the saying, conscious connected breather, it got my attention. So I joined a 45-minute journey to find out a little bit more about what this was. And I instantly knew there was something extremely powerful. So I signed up for a full 90-minute transformational breathwork journey. And this literally blew my mind. I discovered that the breathwork journey will help release stored trauma, stresses, emotional baggage, and limiting beliefs that are holding you back. So what happens during a session? Well, you lie back and in a comfortable position, I will guide you through a breathwork practice. This can be in person or even over Zoom, and you will breathe, push, and break through your unconscious in a safe and controlled environment. No pills, no rituals, just a practical, natural way to quieten the ego mind and facilitate personal growth where you feel and notice the difference in one session. So what actually goes on during these transformational breathwork journeys? One of the first things is the activation of what is called flow state, where for a short period of time, your active monkey mind shuts down. And that is the chatter that you have going in our head all the time. This is called transient hypofrontality, which is a temporary reduction in the activity of the prefrontal cortex. When we do breath work effectively, we're cutting off the fuel to the monkey mind, that chatter. And this process of slowing down your conscious mind allows to enter your subconscious. We move very quickly from a state of beta to alpha down to theta brainwave states. And theta brainwave is the same state you're at when you very first wake up in the morning or you're just about to doze off to sleep at night. And there's massive benefits for this. When in this place, your body is in peace and relaxation and will instinctively know what to do for self-healing, releasing blocks, anxiety, dropping outdated beliefs and habits that you're carrying through all your life, as well as releasing stored trauma and even helping with dis-ease. Imagine this process as a soda bottle. When you hold a bottle, you've got the bubbles which sit on the inside of the bottle. And when you tap a bottle, it releases the bubbles. So in this analogy, the bottle is your body. The bubbles represent the stored trauma or the blocked energy. When we do breath work, we're effectively tapping our body, and the release of those bubbles is the release of that trauma, the stored energy, those blocks, and those residual issues that we hold inside of us. So how do we go about doing this? Well, through 45 minutes of deep breathing in combination with music and NLP-style language, we create a container for massive shift, massive growth, massive transformation in a very short period of time, and without you saying one word. It's been called NLP on steroids, and I can quite understand why. So why is this so important to get down into this theta brainwave state? Well, when you consider that 95% of our activities during the day are directed by our unconscious mind, a little bit like driving your car. You're not thinking about all the activities because it's been programmed and it's now done unconsciously. In fact, 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day is what we all have. But here's the challenge. 70 to 80% of those are negative, and 90% of those thoughts are repetitive. Our lives are effectively programmed actions, and most of them are negative. So being in a suggestive subconscious state allows for the reprogramming of these thoughts and patterns that do not serve you. And this works in a similar way to the brain of a 2 or up to 8-year-old, where they don't have the conscious brain active, so the subconscious is like a sponge, just bringing in all the information. Everything goes straight in, which creates personalities, beliefs, versions of reality that we actually live. Going into theta helps to reprogram this operating system, allows you to get into a place to reframe problems, shift perceptions, and look at life and things through a different lens. previous problems now become opportunities for growth. The more stored trauma, stresses, anxieties, and old habits that you have, the more you may need to work at it. After all, this is not a get-well-quick scheme. I've come to understand that becoming the best version of ourselves, we are able to only do this once we've released traumas, bad habits, and stresses. So work on releasing this, and then open up the best position that you could possibly have for personal growth.